I have no idea how that sounds on there.
It's not bad actually. It's trendy and lo-fi.
Nice, nice. Well, the lo-fi comes less from my mouth and more from my microphone. But...
Well, I mean, every artist has technological help these days,
Sure.
so it's okay.
Right.
You are seeing and hearing me, correct?
I am seeing and hearing you.
All right. From the last time, as you recall, we wiped in this battle, and I came back to it, and I got us right here to the end. So, no.
Are we twitching right now, or is this pre-twitching?
We are twitching right now. We are on the Twitch.
Hi, Twitchers.
Given our generally inconsistent nature in which we actually start these things, I'm sure that people have not gotten the notification that we started yet.
Yeah, that sounds right. It usually ticks up about, half an hour in.
Yes, we're right around the time that we have to reset the sharing.
I'm fine. There's no time for that. We must hurry to save the princes. Golgollada... Oh, come on. Golgollada Gallows, just... Come on. We get it. G's and L's are in both Gallows and Golgollada.
Yes, that.
But the battle is won!
Woohoo! She's a real party member now. We are now going back to having 0 guests available.
Sweet. That's pretty great.
It is, but it also reduces, now we've got several characters. We actually have too many characters that we can use at any given time to fill all the good characters into a party. So you'll see here in these next couple battles that I'm kind of going to give Mystadio the heave-ho for the time being, because, well, his job set just isn't interesting enough. The best thing about him with what he's got right now is the ability to use a gun, and our chemist can also use a gun. So our chemist can heal and use very long-range attacks, so he is definitely a better choice at this point than Mystadio is.
That's pretty sweet.
Other than that, I don't think that there's too much else I can do at this point to prepare. I believe I got everybody ready to go before I replayed that battle for the next few. Right. Agrius doesn't have enough JP at the moment to learn anything super useful, I don't recall. I believe... Let's see. I did give her... Alright, we'll give her Phoenix down here, because...
The upcoming battles are rather difficult.
Yes, they are, and, she also has the ability to use Potion, which I don't carry any more of, so she can't do that, but, that's the way it is. It would be helpful to have her have Move +1, also, but she has 495 job points here in Reserve, and, as you can see, she can unlock some more of her, Holy Knight abilities, or sword magic abilities, with just a few more points. So, yeah, Hallowed Bolt and Divine Ruination are both way OP, so I'm going to keep some of those points in reserve and use them to buy one of these 2 abilities once I get a few more points.
Sweet. Yeah, we're not terribly far. I mean, 600 JP is a pretty good number.
It'll take a while. Now, that being said, I believe... Does she? Yes, she does have JP boost, so thank you for reminding me of that, to switch her into that to get a little bit more JP out of her actions coming up. Right. I have all of my fingers crossed, which makes it very difficult to play, that we get through this next phase of 3 battles without wiping. They are pretty tricky battles, especially back-to-back-to-back like this. Between the first battle...
So that we actually pay attention.
Yeah, that I may actually... Yeah, serious time, as our friends at GDQ like to call it. Yeah, GDQ's got something coming up this week, I believe. The Game's Done Quick, folks. Yeah, I don't know if PJ is part of it or not. I haven't talked to him in a while, but hopefully. But anyway... it is technically possible for us to take a break after this next coming battle at Golgollada Gallows. God, that's hard to say.
See?
Yeah, I know, no disagreement here. We can duck back to Wargelis and restock if we need to, but then that also gives us the opportunity to get stuck in another random battle here at Balius Swale, which I would like to avoid for the purposes of keeping the stream flowing.
Classic Swale.
So, let's just see how we do.
I mean, if we had to go back to Wargelis or whatever, though, we could save there ostensibly, and then...
yeah, and I don't remember exactly how to roll the RNG to avoid battles, but yes, it can be done. But we can also save after this battle, and at least not have to do this one again, should we wipe later.
Yeah, that would be good. It would be, for your sake, since you're the one who usually has to clean up our mess when we make a mess between the weeks.
Well, I mean, we definitely don't want to wipe at... the very beginning of the stream. If we're gonna wipe, let's wipe at the end.
yeah, that sounds right. We've been see, yeah, you might have thought, dear listener, hypothetical listener, that our wipes were just totally accidental and unplanned, and we weren't trying to be bad.
Yes, I do not plan to screw up as badly as I do.
No, but it's in fact all part of the narrative. See, we try to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger, like, wow, are they bad? Or are they not actually going to be able to do this?
Wow, are they actually going to ever stream again? Or have they just lost all motivation?
Yeah, it's just all about generating that narrative, interest. We're trying to just get some tension going. Yeah. All planned. It's all very carefully plotted out.
So, you'll notice here that we do have a split party again, which makes another thing that makes this battle a little bit more annoying. Yeah, it is what it is. As I mentioned to you earlier before we started, these next few battles are super exposition happy. Yes, happy and heavy. Heavy is the word I was looking for.
Right.
But yeah, so here we go. We've opened up on the execution site, and
holy shit.
Ovelia is in not good shape.
Why are there only 3 people here? What?
Well, well, yeah.
Is that the enemy? Lionel. Okay, this guy actually has a name, so I'm
No. He was a Griffin Knight of Lionel, which means he's one of the church knights.
Oh, I see.
He's one of Delacroix's soldiers.
Never mind. You're still nameless. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, and he'll get the random name. We'll see it eventually, but it won't matter. He's not important enough to matter. But the trap is sprung. What could ever that mean? With your very well disguised portrait there, guy.
Oh no. I was gonna say he has a bit of a Gaffgarion mustache.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
and it's not Ovelia.
Either. That one seemed a little bit weirder.
And now you see why this battle's pretty tough, because we're up against Gaffgarion again, and there's only 3 people here, just became, there's 7 people here.
Well, I mean, I assumed that there would be other people who would come out, but I was surprised that there were not any, important people there.
Well, obviously, Delacroix is not going to show up for an execution. That wouldn't be very holy.
Sure, but, gotta have a little bit of fanfare when you're going to kill your political enemies. Otherwise, what's the point, what are you even doing killing political enemies for if you're not going to, enjoy it?
Yeah, there's no cameras in this game. They're not bringing... I guess maybe they'd bring home Ovelia's head on a platter. Whatever.
Yeah,
that seems fairly
Still, though, I mean, that... you gotta be an involved political villain, Like none of this general from the back of the troops kind of thing. Come on.
So here's another one where the objective gets a little bit cloudy. Spoiler alert: Gaffgarion will turn tail and run again. So it does help if you rock him quickly.
Right.
But at the same time, even after he runs away, you still have to mop everybody else up. So there's a little bit of a balance to be struck versus how hard you hit Gaffgarion to get him to leave the battle, versus how much HP you leave all the rest of these jokers with, who will continue to pound on you for the foreseeable future.
Sure. Right. I mean, Gaffgarion, I'm assuming, is the strongest of the bunch.
He is, but they have a good balance of strong attackers.
Oh wow, nice attack, Ramza.
Low down here with the knights, and they also have a lot of ranged attackers and buffer/debuffers with the time mages.
Right.
So,
yeah, I can see. Oh no, damn.
Yeah, they're a fairly well balanced party.
Shouldn't you have gone up from the side there?
Probably
Isn't
should
that
have. Yes.
Okay?
What I should have done was actually used his shockwave ability, which I taught him before this battle, because it is a harder ability to block, and it would have also hit that archer in the background, I think.
Oh, well, okay. So remember earlier how I said that we were gonna actually
pay attention and do things right? Yeah, we've blown that.
Well,
That's okay. This is a challenge run, right?
What?
It is. Oh, well, okay, it is now.
Well, there's nobody. I don't think there's anybody watching yet. So
no, there's not.
If we reset right now, nobody will be the wiser. No, I'm kidding. We've had some good banter. It would be unfair.
Come on.
Ouch.
Yeah, this is not going well for us already, obviously. That's
nice.
A little more helpful. Now, the only nice thing about that is the fact that Ramza missed, and that meant that Gaffgarion wasn't actually healing himself when he used his Dark Sword ability. So at least we're starting from the same point. Even if Ramza had actually hit with that attack, it would have ended up the same.
Okay. Yikes! Really? He can heal that much?
It's about.
That was his Dark Sword. Sorry.
Yeah, with Dark Sword he can heal for about 50.
Oof.
Yeah, so you really do have to gang up on him a little bit.
Yeah.
As long as the auto potions keep flowing and we still end up with enough to finish the next couple battles, we're okay now.
Right.
And that move of getting our Black Mage out of the line of fire has helped some. Yeah. So that charge will hurt her pretty badly, but okay, now she's in trouble. Now we need to get our chemist over there to heal her.
Yep.
AKA stat. Oh, and here's Zagreus learning something.
Oh, Ramza, you are a blue. What'll Ramza say? You didn't know. Oh man. This little whelp is a son of the great house Boob. Oh, bold.
Yay, Agrius.
Yay.
Good old Agrius.
Yay for group trust.
Now, not having her enhanced move ability is a little bit more painful now, since she can't get in range to start lighting up Gaffgarion, but at least she can hit this guy pretty hard.
Yeah, it's pretty swell.
Yeah. And it applied Doom, so that's helpful.
Wow, it did. What's the chance for applying Doom? Do you have any idea what
I don't.
It can't be that high.
It is a known quantity, but I do not know what it is off the top of my head now. That is for the people who have actually disassembled all of the information in this game, of which I.
Do we have that on? Do we have that on our guide?
We might. No, probably not.
No, you don't think so?
Also, I just screwed that up horribly, and now.
Did you?
Yeah, now I can't actually heal the Black Mage with this
Wait,
turn.
why not?
I didn't get close enough to her.
Oh no.
I can heal her with Cure, but that's not. That's only going to give her a few HP. At this point, if she's not going to auto potion herself, we might as well just accept that and move on and see what we can do to somebody else instead. We'll bring her back from the dead if we have to. The last time I practiced this battle, I had to bring her back from the dead 3 times. So it wasn't optimal.
Okay, so yes, we've had a couple issues so far.
Yeah, we have the pretty typical. You know what I can do? I'm going to take a look at this. No, back off that. Okay, she's equipped with a real bow, so I cannot use my Geomancer to take the bullet, as it were. If it was a crossbow, this one has a crossbow, so she can't use the arced firing. And in that case, I could have gotten in between her and the Black Mage to take the bullet instead. But since this one has a real bow, she'll just arc it over the top anyway. So, the best move in this case is just to hop up here and go ahead and hit Gaffgarion a little bit. Also, this map is annoying
Love to see some ganging up on Gaffgarion.
What's that?
I said, love to see it. Love to see that ganging up on Gaffgarion.
Oh, but I should have went to stand right next to him because I forgot she was targeted with that slow. Rats. But then she would have been hit by that Fira if I'd done that. So, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's nothing. All right. I can work with that.
Sweet. Okay, so there we go. A couple mistakes have worked themselves out all right.
Oh, yeah, she'll be fully healed now.
Sucks. Yeah, sweet.
Beautiful. Okay. Now what are we going to get? Ah. So usually when you're in the battle and a conversation starts, the person who speaks first is the one that's going to get the next turn. So if you haven't been watching the turn list, as I haven't, the fact that Ramza spoke up first there means that he's going to get the next turn, which means he's going to get another shot at Gaffgarion before he has a chance to heal.
That's big there.
Yeah, Ramza is doing all kinds of growing up here at the end of this chapter.
He's getting woke, as the
yes.
kids say.
Always a fan
he read
of
some
wokeness.
marks. You know, he now he's cool. He's woke. Is that your?
That was Shockwave. Yeah, that was me being smarter that time around and doing something that wasn't as easily blockable.
Nice. Now, is that one a ranged attack?
Yes, it is. Not only is it a ranged attack, it is a multi-square attack. It is one of those attacks that can go out any of the 4 cardinal directions from the character using it, and it stretches like 6 squares out on the same level. So it has no height adjustment.
Right.
But if you're on a flat playing field, it's it gives you the possibility to hit multiple people at once.
Right. I figured that girl in the background, because of being on a different level,
high,
would be too far out of range, if not for actual distance.
Yeah. The distance would have been okay. The height is the issue there.
That's pretty good distance, though. So
yeah, it's a pretty potent attack for this part of the game. And you'll see the next battle is also on a pretty flat playing field, which is the other reason that I went ahead and saved up to get this for Ramza.
Nice.
Now, unfortunately, I was hoping that Ramza's attack would have been enough to send Gaffgarion on his way.
Alas.
Yeah, so we're going to have to do another round of that. But we have enough characters over there by him now to, probably finish that job. I believe he has to get to critical in order to run away, but when I practiced this battle before, I'm pretty sure I didn't get him all the way to critical, and he still ran. So I'm not... I feel like maybe I just saw that wrong.
I was just going to say that sometimes...
in any event, it's not going to matter, because he'll certainly be critical now. Now, unlike speaking, in this case where a character goes critical and that's their trigger for leaving the battle, that happens immediately. So it wouldn't have been his turn next, but because he hit the condition of being critical, it jumps in line, and he... Off he goes.
But not without giving us a bit of a compliment first. We've gotten strong.
I'm so strong! Okay.
Wow, my phone is still installing that Android update. Nice.
That's helpful, yeah. Because losing armor at this point with a rending is really frustrating because it...
Right, for the sequence.
Yeah, because it does pretty much dictate that you need to go back to Wargelis or put something less good on whoever gets rent.
And that's not great when you got tough battles, so...
Yeah.
Especially with, I feel like at this stage of the game, right, where you've got a lot of characters that have like, I don't know, like 213 HP. We're at a point where the equipment difference you know, can make a difference.
Oh
of,
yeah, and that's
like, you know, 10, 15 per attack, and if your health is only that high to begin with, that's pretty huge, actually.
and honestly, that's kind of the case throughout most of the game. The bulk of what you
Okay.
get in terms of HP is going to come from how good your equipment is.
Gotcha. I mean, the chemist here, he's only got 129.
Mm-hmm. But he's got a gun.
Nice shot, dog. Nice shot. Oh. Freaking time mages. Nice. Or is he already slow?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't believe he is. Oh! That was tricky.
Get tricky. What? What?
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Dang. Nice.
That was a fun one. Nah, let's go be mean. Can't defend when you're charging. Can't defend when you're charging.
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief.
Rats. I was hoping I could get to here, so I could shockwave both of them. Nah, friendly fire. Get it?
Nice.
I'd be surprised if I hadn't used that joke before.
I'm not sure that you have on this stream, at least.
Just in my head, playing the game all alone.
I mean, that's kind of funny.
So a bit of a rocky start there, but since things have been going fairly well, knock on wood. Using,
Yeah, I was
using
actually
a
just
few
about
more
to say
potions
that.
than I'd like, but...
But we've got a bunch.
We do, somewhere in the 60s, I think. But, you know, 5 people in a party using it adds up pretty quick.
Right, yeah, no, that's very true.
I don't think she'll be able to reach. Nope. he won't be able to either. Nope. Oh, well, can he hit this one? Oh, he can. Look at that.
Nice.
Thread the needle. Whatever.
I'm beginning to wonder what our potion amount is at right now.
I'll look.
Now that you mentioned that, I guess we have been using
I mean,
quite a few, but...
Again, worst case scenario, we stop at Wargeless and restock and then hope for the best and not to get into a battle. Get Bart!
Boom. I feel like in these kinds of battles, you know, often there's like a single character, or the kind of battle where there's a character that we have to target, or that we want to target.
Look at that.
Often it feels like, you know, everyone's focused on that person, and that part of the battle goes real fast, and you're all kind of excited about it. Nice placement. So I guess it can go down
it's got a little bit more height than I thought it did.
Right.
Than I remember.
And then afterwards, it's like, well, now we have to do the rest, and
yeah,
I kind of forget how long it takes to then, like, you know, mop up the next 7 people or whatever. Yeah. Because you know, everyone's attention is then divided rather than all going at the same character. So nice.
Of course, this is what's going to really drag it out. Is that these last archers. Then the one down on the ground is going to be easy to deal with, but the one up there, somebody's going to have to go chase her.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I guess, maybe lob some projectiles her way. Pew!
Nice.
Okay. And if I'd stopped doing dumb stuff like burning my own people and triggering auto potions that way, that probably would help too.
Let's see, a couple people about to turn into crystals though, so we might.
Yeah, that's why I'm sending some people over that direction. In fact, to make that a little bit faster. When that time mage goes, that'll be good for our black mage or our chemist to pick up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But really, at this point, because we're streaming, I'm just as happy to finish this battle off and move on. Especially because I have in fact practiced the next couple battles a couple times, and I'm kind of...
Oh, really?
I'm kind of bored with them already, so let's just finish this off and move on. Oh, stopped. Fantastic. Okay, well, I guess we can wait a little bit.
Who knows what could be in the chest?
One thing I didn't ever actually point out to you is the fact that Ramza has mastered the Squire class now. That's a little bit of a... That's a little bit of a lie because of the way that Ramza works as a character, but for Chapter 2, he has mastered the Squire class, which doesn't really mean anything other than the fact that he's got every ability that the Squire can have.
Oof.
Okay, we'll see what happens with these other two. Okay, we've got a crystal. That was a knight. Treasure chest from the Time Mage. We'll go ahead and take those, and then, oh, that's nice. Okay, so 3 monk
Wow.
abilities and 2 geomancer abilities here.
Cool.
That's a big win for Ramza
Yeah.
at this point, because Ramza may have some geomancer in his future.
Oh, sweet.
On his way to ninja. Geomancer is one of the prerequisites you need to level up as in order to unlock ninja. And as
Okay.
I've mentioned in a stream or two, ninja is my next goal for Ramza because of the speed and movement bonuses it gives.
Interesting. Yeah, this is one of the things where, I mean, this is one of the other things about this game where lacking a sort of outright full-scale tutorial, even once you then get sort of the hang of the battle process, there's then the next sort of hurdle of figuring out the kind of job positioning and what kind of maneuvering you need to do in order to get the, you know, the right abilities and the right jobs and everything. Which is just to say, the idea that Ramza would be a geomancer in his future was something that I certainly had no strong feelings or ideas of.
Yeah,
About.
and I mean, for what it's worth, I remember most of the job tree from the original PSX version because I've played that one way more than I have the PSP version that we're playing now. And some of the job requirements did change. I did have to look them up to be like, okay, why am I not unlocking this class yet? Because a lot of the requirements did change, which is something that we really need to update on Con at some point. Exposition!
Whoa. You've not touched your supper. A princess cannot live on pride alone.
And this is the actual princess, for what it's worth.
Oh, wait. Wait, what? How does Delta have her?
If you remember from last week...
am I missing something here?
Well, think back to when we last saw him in battle, and think about what his job class was then.
Holy Knight?
Yeah. And who has
but...
Ovelia right now?
The bad guys?
Which ones, though? Where did we leave Ovelia?
Oh, she's with
we left her
like
with the
Delacroix.
Cardinal. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
See?
I didn't think you were in league with the Colonel all along, weren't you? What did you mean to do with me? If you not give me over to Larg, then what is your intent?
Now,
to put you where you truly ought to be.
Figuring out where Delita's allegiances currently lie is only the first big twist of this scene.
Oh. Uh-oh. I mean...
Wait! That's the guy that sent people after Ramza at the very beginning of the chapter.
Is it?
Yes, the very first battle in Dorter as we were coming back through. The one that we wiped on a few weeks back. Also, Delacroix has the same mustache as Gaffgarion. It's a trending thing, apparently.
Yeah, but he has a much longer head, as we discussed in our stream last week.
Yeah, he actually kind of looks like if you put skin on General Grievous from Star Wars.
Nice. I did like your reading of him as a horse, though. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Also accurate.
For a false princess. Gasp. Oh, everyone looks at him.
Yeah. Shut your mouth, Full Marv.
Yeah, Lord Full Marv. Okay, his real name's Marv. I'm sorry.
In the PSX translation, his name was Vormav, I believe, which actually rolls off the tongue way better.
Surprisingly enough, Vormav is indeed the more speakable name. That says a lot.
Musical cue!
Oh, no. What? Oh, no. Oh no. Oh no. Placed you in the royal family after assassinating the queen's two eldest sons, attributing their deaths to malady. The deception was complete and your ascent all but sealed. King Andoria was sickly and seemed unlikely to father another son. Against all odds, the prince was born. Whoa. Uh-oh, so maybe the prince is not legit either.
Yeah.
Like as not, Duke Larg found some other sire to ensure his sister's place as mother of the king. Okay.
Yep. So
Duke Larg is
Larg,
the sister of the
yeah,
queen.
uh-huh.
Regardless, all of the council's work was made for naught the moment Prince Orranus drew his first breath. Speak false, I'll not believe you. Believe what you like, child. It is little enough consequence. Oh no. What is it you wish of me then? What would you have me do? Frickin' Marv. At Casca. Oh, yes, they've got her.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? I am Marv. They're not in Goltana's camp either.
No, the church...
Wait, who's Goltana again?
Goltana is
Sorry.
the guy that's against Dysodarg's. Well, against Larg's group.
Right,
So
and Larg and Dysodarg are in league.
Yes.
Who's Goltana trying to make? No, he's just trying to get sway over the young prince too.
Yes,
is that it?
yeah, everybody's just kind of competing to have the ear of he who will become a boy king.
Right, so there's those two main factions for the ear of the boy king, and then there's this sort of group here.
Yeah, so, you know, it's not clear yet whether it's the entire church or whether Delacroix is trying to do things on his own for his own reasons.
Uh-huh.
But you can simplify it by saying that the third group here is the church.
Sure.
Because as far as we're interacting with them here, it's the church.
How interesting.
Oh yeah, I was going to boot some chocobos out for laughs. Let's do that.
Oh.
Bye, Mavors.
Neighbors. Oh. No.
Such,
oh no.
Such pathos.
Mayhap
It's amazing.
Because it has no home to go to.
Bye.
Oh.
And I kind of want to keep Phobos because he's got such a great name.
It's a
Because we've got Mars the Black Chocobo, and we've got Phobos
That's pretty good.
the regular Chocobo. But he's the weakest of any of our Chocobos. Ah well,
Aw.
we're not going to use him anyway, so we'll just boot Cleobus.
No.
It's all so sad.
Oh.
Okay. Bye, Cleobus.
Oh wow, that sound it makes when it appears,
You can also destroy eggs. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's see. Well, I was actually there for a real reason. Let's
too.
let's see if she got enough JP to learn anything good there. 650, not enough. Anybody else? Nope, definitely not her. Trying to remember which of these might actually be useful in the next one.
Oh, we have a viewer. Spooniest.
Oh, hey, Spoonius.
How's it going, Spoons?
Nah, I'm not going to use any of these anyway. Just a waste of time.
Fair enough.
Whatever. Okay, we didn't have anybody be rent last time, so we don't need to worry about re-equipping.
Thank goodness, man.
You might have cottoned to the fact that I wasn't worried about getting a random battle the first time we went back here. And the reason is because I remembered that there is a PSP exclusive scene that happens here. This doesn't actually happen in the PSX version. They added it in for the remake. But it's really useful because it shows some stuff that explains some things that happen later.
Oh. Weegraph. Wait, sorry. Hold, just give me a second. Weegraph is the guy from the Death Team.
The Corpse Brigade, yes.
Yep. And Miliuta is like the mage person, white mage lady who tried to fight us first before we got to him.
Well, she was
died.
a knight.
Oh, a knight. Whoops.
But yes.
Well, whatever. She was the leader of that group.
Yeah, the
that we
subgroup
fought
of the Corpse
before we
Brigade.
got to his, and he was then super bummed out when he heard and surprised that we had defeated her.
Yes, because she was his sister.
Oh no, another sister. Aww.
Yes, that's correct, Spoonius, but DP doesn't know that yet. Because he's the newbie.
I'm the newbie. The
Hello,
titular
newbie.
newbie. You speak of a thing beyond your doing. Show yourself. He's got a nice looking sword there, though.
Yeah, he's always had a cool sword.
Why is his hair blue? Oh, it's a hood.
It's a hood. He's kind of a
is this
warrior
also a
monk.
holy knight? Make your purpose planned. Lofrey. Oh
Lofrey.
man, it's like Joffrey.
Now, the best part about Lofrey, this is also one where you will learn that the original translation was better. Because his original translation was R-O-F-E-L, which naturally
Raffle?
everybody at Con immediately transliterated to Raffle. So-
Wow, that's dumb.
Or no, is this one Lol?
Wow.
This one might have been Lol in the... I don't remember.
Similarly funny.
I don't... Oh, okay. I've told the story, but I've told it all wrong, so just ignore the fact that I told it ever.
Never. Pardon my presumption, but I do not think the tears upon your cheek, those born of laughter. Wow, that was dumb.
It's not coin that we desire.
Ooh,
Disregard women, get coin.
nice. It is our wish to rebuild Evil East, uproot her foundations.
Well, it wouldn't be hard to have your ears. Look how far they stick out.
Ouch, dog. Okay. He looks like he's wearing the Holy Knight stuff, though.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
Perhaps, my friend.
Yeah, Josh's voice is a bit higher pitched, and mine is a bit lower pitched. And by mine, I mean Death Penalty, or Joffrey. Which isn't actually my name, but,
I'm
you
pretty
know.
sure it's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joffrey's the character from the whatchamacallit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're getting things all twisted up now.
Well, as you might be able to infer from this, my name is not actually Jeffrey.
Or Joffrey.
Or Joffrey, for that matter.
Okay.
Spinius also says, I think Raffle is the brother of
Yeah.
Miliadul.
Yeah,
Actually, he
these are
wears
all
yellow
characters
armor
you'll
and a-
learn about later.
Yellow armor and a red cape.
Oh man, I forgot about Isolde entirely. Yeah. Okay.
How are there this many more characters that I still don't know?
Well, we're not even halfway through the game yet.
Oh my god, there's so many people.
NP put it
Okay,
best.
I've got it
it's
together, guys.
Final
Don't worry
Fantasy
about
of
it.
Thrones.
Wow, nice.
Okay. Now, I was talking to Neil about how I screwed this one up earlier. How do I want to do it this time? Agrius there. This is either going to go really well for me or really, really badly, laying the party out this way. So many chocobos. Okay.
Kind of like a Shakespeare tragedy, and that generally ends up with bodies lying everywhere. Well, maybe that's part of the reason why it was recommended to me then.
Given how tragic things are in your life generally.
Oh, no, I was more going with that I read books.
I know, I was telling you were wrong.
Oh. Wait, how did you get on that side, Ramza? Oh no, not a familiar voice.
It's Ovelia! Oh wait, no.
Oh man, that dude again. Another ambush? Man.
That's all Gaffgarion does. He's a dark knight.
Gosh, this sucks.
They don't fight fair, they're dark.
Oh wait, does this mean that... Oh wait, you can pull the lever there.
You can.
Is that right?
That is right.
Oh. But otherwise you've got... It's a one-on-one on one side and then a team battle on the other. How fascinating.
It is also, but at the same time, Shockwave can go through walls.
Oh.
So I can send Ramza down here, and then all of a sudden he can start shooting things through the walls. Unfortunately, he'll mainly hit his own people, as I learned the last time I practiced this.
Nice. Love to shoot through walls.
And this battle is actually pretty easy from Ramza's point of view, as long as the auto potions keep flowing. But when that happened, okay, there it goes. It was a little delayed, but because you can just kind of go on forever behind this wall, as long as you keep healing yourself. And yeah, assuming you don't run out. There we go. That's what I was hoping to do, that I did not do correctly last time. Oh, he went a different direction as well. When I practiced this battle earlier, that archer has thief abilities as a secondary, and he kept charming my female characters. And that made this battle very, very annoying. It's worth noting, Spoonius, that we are emulating this, and the sound in the PSP emulator is not the best. So what you are probably not imagining all of it, but to some extent, the sound quality is dictated by the fact that it's coming through an emulator that's not optimized, and you're coming through with a stream as well.
Right.
Yeah, and you're definitely not hearing it as it was intended to be heard in any way.
C calculus, that's Harl, right?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Hi, Harl.
Yeah, people just sneak on in here.
Right in the back.
Yeah.
How?
Should've looked the other way, pal. Still would've hit him, but whatever.
It looks like my batches are... Oops, what was that? Sorry?
Oh, I was just making sound effects.
Nice. It looks like my batches are, to say something entirely unrelated to this, are finally slowing down, but I got about 500,000 in today.
Nice.
So I can't complain.
That's like 20%.
It's more than that. 500? That's like
Or
Okay,
yeah,
no, it
I
is
meant to say
20%.
25%, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
between 20 and
close
25.
enough.
Anyway.
I realized that I was... Yep.
You realize that you were dumb. Okay. So if we go here...
Soon, Harl. Soon. Just a couple more hours. Power through. Like Ramza. I don't know. That wasn't great.
Shockwave through the wall!
Nice.
Dead.
Sweet. Wow. You just really wanted to do that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, it's super fun. Oh, but I but I also left Ramza facing the other way, which doesn't matter since Gaffgarion only uses magic attacks.
Right.
But...
Right. Shadow Blade.
Yeah, you dummy.
Getting that sweet auto potion life.
Okay.
Love to see it.
Yeah, why don't you guys all crowd up a little bit more? I like that idea.
We're jumping into the moat. That works too. As alone, A.
I can't remember.
Nice choice.
It is entirely possible that killing Gaffgarion ends this battle. I can't remember that for sure. And I don't really care, because at this point it should be fairly quick work to go through and gut just about everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're moving pretty well here, it seems.
There is no indication in the game up until this point that sometimes there are levers that you can do that with. And that might actually be the only one in the entire game. So most people...
That's interesting.
Most people that played this game first without a walkthrough would have only found that from just randomly walking to that square.
That's the kind. I mean, that's not an essential aspect of this battle. So that's the kind of thing that I don't mind not being told. Honestly, being not told it makes it, if anything, kind of cooler because it's like you have to find it or whatever. But...
Oh no, finally an attack that he couldn't fully heal from with an auto potion.
Huh.
Now see, I just get annoyed when he auto potions after that. Come on.
Yeah, that one just feels kind of sad.
Total waste. Oh, he's got Chemist Secondary. How fun.
Severin. Loser.
I agree, see you in your move radius. Well, he pretty much fully healed himself with that high potion, so we'll just let him be for a bit.
How? Meanwhile, this guy.
Yeah. You kind of forget he's on the battlefield.
Yeah. I mean, Shadowblade at this point isn't what it was. It's obviously still good.
Yeah,
but...
he's gotten no stronger over this time. Whereas,
we have...
30, 40, 80, okay. Now I'm going to get a little tricky on this one. I'm not going to target it at my own guy, I'm going to target it at the tile he's standing on.
Okay.
because I'll be able to move him out of the way. And hopefully those two don't both get a turn.
Nice.
I can't see the entire chat window, but if we're talking about the Final Fantasy Tactics Strategy Guide, yes, I bought it as well, and eventually found that it was rife with errors.
It's funny how many of those early ones could go that way, or just not be that useful. It seems like there was a sort of period there where miscommunications regarding the guides were quite common.
Yeah. Which I think is part of why Squeenix kind of took over publishing their own after a while.
Right, exactly.
Yes, and you are right about that, Spooniest. It did tell you that the Switch was on this map, the guide. But like I said, you know, people who were not playing with, well, I said walkthroughs, but I think guides
dang.
also follow that pattern.
Nice use of the speed there.
Yeah. Like I said, I got kind of bored with these battles, having done them already. No!
How many times did you practice them?
Just a couple.
Oh no, the gold armor.
Yeah, that's annoying. That is not a great thing. Because we can't do anything about it now. We are stuck in this path unless we roll back to our previous save. Oh! I shouldn't have fast-forwarded through that one. He's got apparently a thunder bow. I don't know if you could see, but there was a thunder strike that hit after that initial attack and put 20 more damage on him.
That's kind of cool.
Block that. Man, y'all rude. Okay. It's just unfair. She doesn't have any armor anymore.
Yeah. That rend armor thing really is a pain.
Yeah, and like I told you last week, there is an ability to disable that so it can't hit your character, but you have to learn it, and then you have to have it equipped, and it replaces other useful stuff. Bye.
Oh, Gaffgarion. Oh wow, he's using a line that would later be adapted into Pirates of the Caribbean. Wow, I'm not sure why that was where I immediately went with that.
Also,
but,
the first Pirates of the Caribbean came out before this version of the translation, I think.
Oh. Oh.
Goodbye, Gaffgarion.
Interesting.
Thump.
Oh, is he actually dead?
He dead.
Oh my goodness.
He dead.
Holy crap.
Finally, we
wondering how
don't have
much
to
longer
deal
he
with
was
him
gonna
anymore.
Continue. Sorry, what was that?
We don't have to deal with him anymore, finally.
Wow. I was wondering how much more he was gonna, keep being our
irritating?
long-term, semi-villain rival in, a la like Cypher, in Final Fantasy VIII. But yeah, I guess not anymore.
I also like that he immediately crystallizes. That's always fun.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, I'm guessing there's going to be something cool in that crystal, hopefully, maybe.
You know, I don't really remember what that does. Technically, in this version, it could give you Dark Knight skills, because Dark Knight is an unlockable job in the PSP version only.
Oh!
Oh!
Dang.
Yeah, that happened to me the last time I practiced this as well, but I'm in... Oh, come off it!
Oh, for heck's sake.
I'm in far better shape this time around to not care that she got whumped.
Uh-huh.
Especially since I can just go do this.
Dang. The golden shield broken, too. That's
Yeah,
a
golden
real
armor
pain in the
and golden shield lost with a nasty battle coming up.
Dang. Sucks. Okay,
No!
Wow.
Yay!
Totally useless. Gaffgarion trolling us until the very last.
He's so useful. Alright. Now's when I start tailwinding
Yeah,
Ramza in case he needs to come in and do something here at the end, but he shouldn't.
Yeah, I think you're right, Spoonius, that often it seems like either tough enemies get healing abilities, like Gaffgarion, and that's part of what makes them tough. Or, then there's sometimes the boss battle that it's sort of like kind of thing that makes it interesting as a battle is the fact that there's some type of healing thing going on. But yeah, I think for the most part, a lot of enemies are kind of one-dimensionally designed.
I agree, he's put stop on that archer, which is about the best thing that could possibly happen to us at this point, because now I can kill off that knight and try to farm a little bit more crystal before we take off here.
Nice. It'd be real nice if one of those crystals gave us, or if one of those dead people gave us some golden armor.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that that won't be the case, but
likely not.
Dream.
Rude. Let's just be insulting. Yep, killed her with a stick.
Ouch. Just feels sad. Alright, the gate is open.
Rams is like, just gonna come check, see what's out. Agrios! Oh, come on. You don't need to do that. Useless. Oh, there we go.
Past tense of stave. Is that also stave? Yeah, stove doesn't say.
Stovenly.
Staved off? Maybe an ED? Or I guess just the D at the end?
If anybody's gonna know, it should be you, so...
Eh,
yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it as well.
that's my reaction.
Nice. Oh my, that's handy as heck. Because now, Agrius with her item secondary will be able to use high potions.
Nice.
Like, say, right now.
Drop that little bottle on yourself, Agrius.
Let's see. Not really interested in
Are
dragging
you
this
gonna
battle
bash
out any
him with
longer. Yep.
the...
Oh, it wasn't enough! I didn't check his
Wow.
HP. That's
Wow.
funny. Okay,
And you can't get next to him now either.
no,
Well, oh,
but
right,
I
you've
also
got
don't
this.
need to.
Never
Because-
mind.
Shockwave. Cyclone, yeah, Cyclone's that.
Right, Cyclone, you have to be adjacent.
I was thinking of Orbital, but
That was kind of dumb, but...
yeah, well, what you can do. Reaction's gonna react.
Yep. We must reach the princess before reinforcements arrive.
Oh boy, a
Mithril
Mithril
helm.
helm. That's not
That's
a
kind of nice.
yeah, not a like for like replacement, but better than nothing.
No, yeah, it's not armor or shield, but...
Save that in a new slot in case we wipe here. Oh yeah, another new scene.
Zeirchele Falls.
Yeah, I forgot about this.
Is this going to be another Weegraph update?
It is. Or no, it's not. Yeah, it's
Your pace has slowed. Are you weary? Oh. We'll never make Zeltenenia at this rate. Arriving sooner will no more make me a princess than arriving later, you dick.
well. So you were wondering about Delita's allegiance here. This is happening in real time. Delita has
Right.
sneaked her out of the castle, and they are on the run.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah. Yep.
How do you know that?
Well, I know it because I've played this game before.
Shut up, Josh. That day you saved me at these falls seems so distant now. Your promise to cut me free from the strings of those who manipulate me, it was an empty one, isn't it? Wasn't it? Empty or no, you've no choice but to follow me. Yeah, this doesn't sound like being saved yet, Josh.
Well,
The
I mean,
hounds-
she ain't
oh,
dead.
The hounds are loosed. Why would you say such things?
Actually, yeah, I may be remembering a different part of the game now that I think about it.
Ah. Wait, whoa. Ooh, whoa, the northern sky.
Yep. Now, I assume you remember who the Northern Sky are.
That thrice be damned Gaffgarion has failed again. He has indeed. Interesting that they know her on sight. Yeah, the
Well-
northern sky are Dysodarg's
Yep.
crew, right?
Yeah. I mean, she is the princess.
Yeah, but still,
I know
it's
Meghan
not like they
Markle
can,
when I
like,
see her.
match her photo or anything, you know?
I'm sure she had an official portrait done.
Okay,
It
fair,
hangs in all
fair.
the royal DMVs. Now, Delita is not a guest here. I believe that this is the only battle in which you actually control Delita. It's not much of a
Interesting.
battle. He has all the Holy Knight abilities, and he has Ovelia, and these three schmucks have sub 100 HP.
Hmm.
And that makes Ovelia pretty much invincible. So,
Yeah, that's handy. Nice to have that.
yeah, re-raise is an amazing ability. It's
Yeah.
the equivalent of Final Fantasy VI's Life 3, where if
Right,
you
or,
get KO'd, you come back.
Right. Or what is it? Auto life, I think. in
Auto
Final
life
Fantasy
in
X?
like 9 and 8, yeah.
Yeah. Right, in 8. Yeah.
And see, he already has all the skills that we wanted for Agrius. Hallowed Bolt is like Judgment Strike, only stronger, as you can
Sweet. Wow. Dang.
Unfortunately, Ovelia doesn't do anything else in this battle. She protects herself. Oh, okay, so she's going to protect Delita as well.
That's nice.
So that'll just make this go a little tiny bit faster.
So this is not, I'm guessing, the battle that you were referring to.
No, I totally forgot this battle was here.
These are kind of fun, though. You know, just little plot battles.
Can't believe that didn't kill him, though.
Yeah.
Ovelia, you're on your own. Hit him with a stick. Yes. Stick.
Nice. Give him the stick. No, don't give him the stick. G.I. Joe PSAs there. North Swain Strike.
Yeah, that's the same. Oh, come on. Left him with 2 HP? Seriously?
Yeah, if you'd done the other one again instead, it would have
Yeah.
Why don't you bash him with another oaken rod, Josh? See what that does.
Oh,
nice. Shit!
Oh, I'd really hoped that would have knocked him off the waterfall. That would have
been
amazing. That would have made me so happy. Oh, right, she's got haste.
That would have been ridiculous.
That would have gone right up there in the pantheon of favorite things to happen in this game ever.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been worth turning into a, into a YouTube video of its own.
That was so easy because Ovelia softened him up. Shut up, Spoonies.
Bathe the earth in bitter tears, and it will still be all too content to drink your blood.
Yes, as in the words of the wise philosopher Billy Corgan, the world is a vampire.
Nice.
One might even say it's been sent to drain.
One might.
Not one who is witty or clever in any way, certainly.
Yeah, but that's not us, so...
Sure, we'll just put it in another new slot. Why the heck not?
We're just going crazy on the slots today.
Okay, oh yes, we need to equip some folks. Hey, we had another golden shield in stock. Beautiful.
Oh, sweet.
How about you?
That turned out to be pretty handy.
Not terrible. We'll take it. Okay, I also want to see, just out of curiosity... Only level 1 Geomancer. He needs to be a level 2 in order to get closer to unlocking Ninja. So right now, he's only getting Geomancer job points from Osmosis, from the bleed over from her getting them. Because as I told you a couple weeks ago, they a small percentage of anything that somebody earns in a job class is also earned by other party members.
I'd totally forgotten. That's really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, and it doesn't really get you very far, but it can give you a small jump start.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and I mean, it makes sense also. I mean, that's what makes it cool.
You're about to learn that this available battlefield setup is in zero way conducive for our needs here.
Nice.
All this does is put all of our people in one neat little spot to be utterly wrecked.
Oh no.
So now we're inside the castle. What do you think's going to happen here, newbie?
We're going to get dunked on.
By?
By Marv.
Is
he gonna fight us, really?
Well, I mean...
Is he gonna turn into some evil demon thing and then fight us?
Oh, now you're figuring out Final Fantasy tactics.
No. Well, that's sort of new yet for this.
It is.
I mean, nothing like that has happened in the game yet.
No, this is our first, real kind of boss battle.
Oh dear. Leave the Arasite and then leave Lionel, a generous offer, and my last. Where is Lady Ovelia? You mean to free her? What then? Turn your back on your house. A man cannot prosecute a war alone.
Oh, I think you'll see
Forget
that
this
you're
bootless
wrong.
struggle. Think you mere will, even will needs force, and you have none.
Tell me where the bomb is!
Nice. Gone to Zeltenia.
Yeah, so I realized halfway through that I was wrong about that. Delita's taking
Yeah, you
Ovelia
wrong,
to
dog.
Zeltenia on orders of the Cardinal.
Yep.
But mainly, I think, so that neither of them would see what's about to happen here.
Things about to get messy. Taking the first step towards the throne. She'll need a handed guide. You saw this. There's no reason you should not join us too. Together we can change Evil East for the better. I have no wish to change the world. You can. Not even I am so naive as that. Okay, Rams is going into his dark phase, I guess.
He's so goth. It's that turtleneck.
No one can save the world. Can't even change it.
Did you intentionally kind of channel like Christopher Nolan's Batman there? Because that's pretty appropriate.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Excellent. I like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah!
Oh, no.
That stone is blood red.
No.
That can't be good.
Oh, no. Neither can get
Oh, they're
that.
screaming.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Oh, it's choo-choo train time.
Oh, what the fuck? What? Chuchalane? Oh, good lord. You take no pains to hide your wonderment. I shall delight to watch you die each excruciation. Ecstasy?
The language
Yeah,
is
they
a
could have
little
used an
labored.
editor. Oh, man, he's going to walk down the stairs. Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
well, I mean, he doesn't
Oh,
really
no, he's just gonna
need
waddle.
to. That's the problem.
What was that?
He doesn't really need to walk down the steps.
Fair. Ooh. Gosh, from the backside, he's also bad. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, and you don't know any of his stats either. Classic boss battle situation. Dang. Oh, 54. Ouch.
Worth it.
He's up there standing on that altar. Pretty creepy. Yeah, he's nasty.
He nasty. That boy nasty. I don't like it. He's also surprisingly fast for being that big fat dude.
I know. Whoa, what just happened? What?
He jumped over Ramza.
Shit.
Brutal.
Ugh, man.
Yeah, you also don't get to see his charge time, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
But at least he didn't counterattack.
True. Nice work, Agrius.
Yeah, let's spread people out a little bit, because if you didn't catch it right away, Nightmare has a really wide radius of attack.
Right, yeah. Dang.
The only reason I moved the Black Mage down to where she is, knowing that it would put her in that range, was so she could try to wake up the other ones, but obviously that didn't work.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
I don't think it lasts very long. And we really have enough firepower between the two that are still awake to, Oh my.
Woof.
That part's not so great.
No, it's not. Yeah, well, that's where the issue comes in if you have somebody die and then you've got people asleep.
Yeah. It's been a heck of a long time since I've wiped at this battle, but it is not out of the realm of possibility.
Cross-training, and I guess if there's a community for this game, we're probably
you're soaking in
it.
And there is a little
I like
bit
cross-training. That sounds good to me. Second-hand learning.
Oh, applied Doom that time. Rough.
Shit. Wait, oh yeah, there's the counter. I didn't see the counter at first.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it hit multiple targets. Good lord.
Yeah. All that said, I mean, we should have him just about dead already.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
He's not really that tough. Yep, there he goes.
A lot of offense, not a lot of defense, I guess. Wow. Yeah, that wasn't that hard. How strange that I, undying here, should die. That's not strange. It just means you're not undying, dog. A death come early ere my master could return.
Uh-oh, so I guess that means he's not the big bad guy. There's a surprise.
Whoa, holy crap. Oh.
Oh, he did. He did!
Wait, did that stone disappear, or did
Nope,
we get
it fell behind the chemist. You just can't see it because of the
Okay, got
isometricism.
you right. I thought that might be the case, but... The battle is won. Bonus coin. Getting that bonus coin. Zeltenia Castle Keep. Oh, are they already to Zeltenia? Nice progress, guys. Uh-oh, gosh, that guy looks like an angry mustache.
It's Golgollada.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, no, what? My advisors tell me you are the one who rescued Ovelia. What? I would have you tell me more. Delita Harrell, a black lieutenant in the service of His Excellency the Baron Grimms. Wait, what? Who's that?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
His Excellency dispatched me to rescue the princess, disguised as one of your own, a sheep in lion's clothing. Now I have returned.
Don't worry about it. This part, yeah. It sets up some other stuff, but it's not really that important in and of itself.
You've not heard the name before. That's right, because... Against the eye? What is that?
You don't need to worry about the eye either.
What? It's called the eye. That sounds like the kind of thing.
It does sound pretty awesome, but yeah.
Huh. From a long journey.
It's a Sid.
About a prisoner.
Hello, Sid.
Oh yeah, love to see a Sid. That's always fun.
Bring forth the prisoner.
Who's that? What? I'm so confused.
So...
No, a close advisor to Goltana seeking to curry Larg's favor. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I think we know who.
Oh, it's him. It's Glivane. Uh-oh.
Methinks he doth protest, etc., etc.
Yes, indeed. Look at the prisoner's little pouty frown. Ooh.
Mummer's farce.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
I love that Sid goes for his sword in the background, too.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see what happens here. Also, due process, not really a thing.
No. Nobody cares about due process. It's boring. Give your enemies a moment to collect themselves. Grace must strike before they are given the chance. Deny the prince's claim and set the princess on the throne. Okay, so it's really unclear here, in other words, what Delta's allegiance actually is.
Yes, very much so.
He names that he's working for a guy who's currently dead, which is convenient.
Yep.
And nobody's heard of him. It's unclear if he's still working for whatchamacallit. Sorry, I didn't read any of that first
It's
line.
okay. So, essentially what's happening here is that the real war has broken out. Larg's men and Goltanna's men are at open war now. Goltanna has imprisoned the queen and is attempting to call Ovelia the rightful ruler of the nation. Larg, meanwhile, says, nah, I think we're going to go with the prince. So now we have two regents, both backed by an army.
Gotcha.
And this War of the Lions is essentially like the backdrop for the rest of the game.
Okay.
It is the known history that Al-Islam mentioned in the prologue.
Right.
Not the unknown history that revolves around Ramza.
Right. Whoa, look at that guy's little title face thing. It's past.
Yeah, this is the
Pleased with
closest this
himself.
game gets to diversity.
Nice. Alone we've sustained 200,000 wounded. Holy shit, dog.
Yeah, and we know approximately like 10 people in this whole country, and yet this war is claiming 200,000 lives on one side.
Wow. The number of casualties do not concern me, says the Lindenberry.
Hey, it's Elmdor. He's back.
Wait, yeah, what was he from before? I remember making that joke about Lindenberry before.
He was the one that was kidnapped by Gustav in Chapter 1. That Ramza and Argath.
Oh,
freed.
right, yeah, okay. Man, ooh, throwback there.
Mm-hmm.
The markets are empty and tax collections fall short. With prices as they are, we can lay in supplies for another half year at best. Uh-oh. Duke Larg must surely face like difficulties, says Blanche. It rained
looks like a
unceasingly
Blanche.
in Gallion this season. The grain rotted in the fields before it could be harvested. Dang. The real trouble lies in the war's wake. There is no work. Whole villages have been displaced. Orran tells me over 100,000 have already fled to Lassalia, and more pour in by the day.
Yeah, Orran was the last person in that last scene, the one that didn't speak, standing next to Sid.
Okay.
Orran, I think we'll find out in the next battle or two, is actually Sid's son-in-law.
Okay. There's no laughing matter. Should the conflict spread, we may find ourselves in a better off. Fair. Think you, Zeltenia, proof against such face? I assure you we are not. Cannot yet end the war. Treble the rate of tax. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Keep
that
watching
always
those
works
who
out
seek
well, right?
profiteer. Yeah, this is not a great sign. Tighten our patrols. Ooh. Talk in circles. There's no peaceful end to this.
Nobody ever says that they talk in hexagons.
Indubitably.
Yes.
Oof. This is not sounding good. Uh-oh.
it's implied here, which you can find out more from the in-game glossary that we've looked at a couple times. Cid is obviously pretty aged and is a hero of wars past.
Okay.
But hey, thanks for following us, DP.
Nice. Nice.
Well done.
Love to hear it.
I got all excited for a second. It was just you. Putz.
It was me?
Didn't you just follow the con channel?
No.
Is Neil making up new names?
This is very possible.
To Discord. That doesn't say.
Why lay down the sword with victory so near? Thunder God said, ouch, ill earned. Ooh. Ooh.
These people are angry.
Yeah, everyone's all riled up here. Say this but once. Any man who cares not for the course I've chosen had best remove himself now, or I will brook no further doubt. Orlandeau. Ooh, he remains. And the chapter ends.
Well,
And the
chapter
new
3
chapter begins.
Yes. So I guess I better update our stream background, eh?
Zelda once told me he was swimming against some unseen current. This must be Ramza. If this current rushed towards war, and the world with it, what hope did I have to fight it? I made for Lasalia to tell my lord brother that someone dictated this war from the shadows. And to test my legs against the current. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be interesting if he's trying to talk to his brother. I'm not sure which brother that would be.
Dicedog.
Right, we haven't seen Zalbag.
Zalbag's off fighting wars, man.
I guess.
Apply to me the fitments.
Nice. Appliest to meest the fitness.
I believe your chair is broken.
Yep, that was me.
I don't think he's going to see Zalbag. I think that's who he ends up seeing.
Oh, really?
Well, Spooniest is mentioning it while you go off to wash your hands someplace.
Oh, gotcha. I'm getting water. Sorry, everyone. Gotta stay hydrated. We've been talking for a while. Gotta stay hydrated.
It's true. I tire of all of you.
Aw.
I hate how optimizing always
This'll be
gives
interesting to
women
see.
the bags. The bags are not useful.
But
Bags are bad. Accessorize on your own time. Ooh, that's
it'll be interesting to see if he meets with Zalbag, how that turns out, just because the game sort of set up Zalbag as kind of like good cop to Dicedog's bad cop. Yet obviously Zalbag's, they're all working in the family business, so.
indeed.
Thanks, Josh. Jerk.
Okay, I think we end up with a required battle here. Or it might be later. Okay, it must be later. Okay. Then we'll,
Nice.
let's go to, Gollund.
Okay, Gollum.
And, we'll shred through this battle here. And I think that'll be a good time to call it a day.
Great. Yeah, wow, we've been making good progress.
Yeah, I was a little worried about whether we'd, make it this far. In...
Well,
this
initially
string.
you just wanted to make it to the end of the chapter.
Right.
But
We have gone about 15 minutes
doing
past
that.
that so far, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this battle is typically not that difficult either. because... Oh, it's Orran!
What?
Sid's son-in-law. He's trapped atop a roof.
Uh-oh. Is he going to join our party here?
He's going to be a guest character. Unfortunately, this is one that never joins the party officially. And I say unfortunately because his skill set is so ridiculously overpowered, as you'll see here pretty soon.
Wow, look at that rogue's stupid hat.
Yeah, he's a mediator. That's a job class you haven't seen yet.
Orran has a hairstyle that has recently become quite popular, so...
It was also quite popular around the time this game came out, which you would have been too young to... Yeah, I had a hairstyle myself that was not too dissimilar from that.
Really? Josh?
I never had it pulled back the way that he does. Mine was never quite long enough to pull all the way back into a ponytail like that, but I did have the slicked back and shaved sides look going.
Wow.
I'm surprised you've never seen those photos. They're so ridiculously embarrassing that I trot them out every once in a while.
Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like something I want to be trotted in the near future.
Okay, so objective here is to protect Orran. Typically, he doesn't need too much protecting, but it's good to get a healer near him from time to time.
Fair enough. I don't watch any Game Grumps, so that observation is lost on me, Spooniest. For better or for worse.
So many people in this battle.
Yeah, well, you got a really packed house here.
And they're not super easy to get to straight away. Oh, and they have guns. Of course they have guns.
Especially because you can't just jump up any old part of the houses there. You have to kind of go up the right ways, it looks like.
Yeah. Pew! They both have guns. That's wonderful. Celestial Stasis. Let's see what happens.
What the fuck? Okay, alright. What?
It puts stop, disable, and immobilize on anybody it hits. It doesn't hit everybody.
Oh my goodness. What?
Yeah.
I see why you wish he was in your party.
And you also see why he isn't, ever. Because
fair.
why bother playing at that point?
Yeah. I will say it is you know, as sad as it can be in games where you have a lot of guests with awesome abilities that you never get to really actually have or rely on in that kind of longer term way. It does make, I think, for a fun experience of playing the game. I think it helps really gesture towards the breadth of the world. When you run into guests and fight with them for a while and then separate ways, it helps give a sense for the numbers of the allies or the numbers of the people who are working, you know, to somewhat similar ends.
Yeah.
Which...
Or even just random people that you encounter from time to time.
Right. Yeah, and it does seem that that's something that Tactics does particularly well, especially insofar as, like, sometimes, right, it can be two guests at the same time.
The time of having two guests, I think, might be over. I'm not sure that we have another battle with two guests again, but I could be wrong. I don't remember all of the battles specifically, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense, Spooniest.
Good times. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good for you, Bartholomew, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other. I'm trying to think of other Square Enix games that have had quite a bit of guest time, and there's actually not all that many, really. You get a little bit of guest stuff in Final Fantasy VI, but really only a couple times. Trying to think here. Final Fantasy XII, you have a few different guests over the course of the game. a decent number. So that, well, maybe 4 or 5 or something like that. 5 or 6 maybe. Right, yeah, Adea in Final Fantasy VIII. That's another good example. That might be the only one from. Well, no, well, Cypher's in the party for at some point in Final Fantasy VIII too. Yeah. So, which is cool too when you're fighting. You know, when at one point a person in your party then ends up being sort of your arch enemy. That's
Yeah.
kind of a cool arc too.
Oh, come now.
How do you block a? Okay, all right, power to you, thief dude.
Stop beating up my astrologist.
What?
His weapon is a dictionary.
What?
Hush. He's a magical astrologist. Let him do his thing. Oh, we're gonna wipe. Bugger. I guess that's just how we end every stream.
I guess. So much for Spooniest's earlier point that this is a breather battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess we just have to end on a fail. It would be
I
weird at
guess
this point
that's
if we
all we
didn't,
do.
I think.
That's all we're good for. Well, that's mildly annoying, but it gives me something else to do next week while we prepare for the next episode of the stream.
Josh just loves to have things to prepare for. It would be sad, honestly, if he didn't.
I need something
really
to
do
distract
do
me from
something
work from
during
time
the
to time. Well, alright then. I guess we will call that a day, and we'll see each other again sometime around the same time next week.
Sounds good to me.
Hooray!
Yay!
Off we go then.